Alright, well, the app's been live now for a couple weeks on the App Store. Pro Archery Ballistics and the free version. In the Pro version, there's the ability to build sight tapes. So today, I'm going to walk through a little bit about how you would do that, some functionality you can find on here, as well as how you would print your own tapes. So the first thing, and I'll show this on screen, there's two measurements you need to take off your bow. The first is the sight radius, and we're going to show exactly how to take that. And the second is arrow to peep. Both of these measurements need to be done at full draw. So sight radius is the measurement from your peep to your 20-yard pin, and it is important that your sight is set for a 20-yard pin. You can change it later on, but for initial setup, we need a distance to that 20-yard pin. Your arrow to your peep is the measurement vertically at full draw from your arrow to your peep sight. To the center of the peep sight is preferred. I'm going to take these measurements with a tape measure because I think that's what most people are going to use to do this. Now I'm going to do it inside of a draw board inside my press, but you can absolutely do this by drawing your bow back and having someone measure. Just be very careful when you do so. A draw board is the safest way to do this, but there's options out there. And then you'll have to measure velocity of your arrow coming out of your bow. Once you factor all those things in, you'll be able to generate sight tapes. The only other input on the sight tape page is actually a scale. And so what that does is it changes the scale such that the on screen, which you physically see, the sight tape that you visually see is to scale. We do that by the adjustment scale here. So there's two scales, and I'll put them on screen, but all right, so I've put in my 29.5 and my 4-inch, and the bottom one here is scale. Now for that, I'll actually measure this inch scale here on screen, and then that'll put this sight tape correct on screen. But you don't have to if you're going to print. If you select the print button, this is to scale already, the printed version here. I don't even think that's showing up. I'll put in a computer rendering. This is, the printed one is already to scale. You don't have to do anything to make that sight tape to scale. That's all you have to do. Measure velocity and put your arrow parameters on the first page, on the input page. Measure those two measurements off your bow, and you're ready to go. If you got any feedback for me on using the app, if you like it, if you enjoy it, please let me know. I'd love to hear it. And right now, yearly subscription is $4.99 on the iOS App Store. So we're significantly cheaper than most of the sight tape generation companies out there. I did also put in an option if you only want to pay for it monthly. You can cancel at any time. So if you just want to build a sight tape, look at it for a month and not use it until you buy a new sight, hey, pay the monthly fee. It's like 59 cents. You know, I'm not trying to make a bunch of money on this app. I'm just trying to cover the fees that come with it. But I do hope that it provides a bunch of information that hasn't been available beforehand, and that everyone gets something out of it. So thanks again. Till next time.